Coach, let's start with you. I guess sort of take me back a little bit to the pregame. What was the message going into this game? Not only practice this week, but after last week and a couple tough losses on the road, how do you regroup and refocus your guys?
I gotta give these guys a lot of credit because it hasn't been a fun week this week in practice. I mean, I got after these guys pretty hard after the lose game on Saturday, and then it carried over to this week. You know, I want these guys to understand what's at stake, and a lot of credit goes to our upperclassmen for responding. You know, I think I got after Lucas a little bit on Monday and somebody else the next day. And our focus was to play with energy, play with passion, and just play for 40 minutes, you know, especially on the defensive end. The whiteboard before the game had about 10 bullets, and I bet 9 of those were defensive bullets. And we did a good job, especially the second half, of grinding it out and sticking to our principles. We made very few mistakes on the defensive end tonight. And again, a lot of credit goes to our guys for responding to the challenge that I issued on Monday after the Lewis loss.
Lucas, you guys knew you were going to be down a man starter tonight. A couple other guys banged up, and then Lawson gets into foul trouble. You know, you're sort of the general on the floor. How do you kind of rally the troops and keep them going in a tight game like that?
I mean, we have a lot of depth. I think that our young guys, they just need a bit of confidence to get that, and we saw tonight they got a bit of confidence, and then the bench helped us. And then our starters came on in the second half, and we stuck together, and we just made plays to grind it out.
And you guys shot over 66% in the second half after a poor shooting first half. So how do you, again, as that floor general, how do you kind of try to help out?
I mean, we're a good offensive team, so we know that shots are going to drop eventually. We just focus on our defense, which we did tonight, and then the offense came in the second half, and good things happened.
Yeah, Coach, you guys scored 54 points in the second half. I know defense is the key, but what did you see that sort of?
Well, I thought the first half, our struggle to score was because the ball didn't reverse side to side. And the ball stuck a lot in one person's hand, and the defense wasn't shifting. So the second half, we went to a lot of play calls. I think we ran one play maybe 6 or 7 times in a row. Then we went to the ball screen situation and ran that quite a bit. But I also thought that we did a great job the second half for execution. We got everything we wanted. We did a good job of reading the defense because they did some things on defense that make you think a little bit. We read the defense, and we put the ball in our guys' hands. Lucas got hot. We gave him the ball. Joe got hot. We gave him the ball. And Kendall Vick did such a great job of flying up off of down screens ready to shoot. So we got different guys going in different spurts. If you think about the spurt when Dejan, he got hot for a second. Not only had 9 points, but he made some plays also that, you know, got us to where we are. We scored 54 second half points. That's a lot. And a lot of credit, again, goes to these guys for executing down the stretch.
You mentioned Dejan, not only 9 points, but just some amazing defensive plays. You know, a block on the fast break and a couple other steals. I know he's kind of your go-to perimeter defender. What did you see from him sort of leading the team?
He smothered the ball the second half, and you know, I think we're best when he's on the ball. And our guys on the backside, when we talk about what we call early help, did a great job of not just letting that pass being pushed up the sideline. So I think our guys, they built off his energy up top, and it kind of trickled down to our post guys.
Lucas, I mean, you guys had 27 points from Joe Lawson in 24 minutes. I mean, that guy's just a monster. Does that make your job a little easier to have a guy like that?
It certainly does, yeah. I mean, you can throw the ball into him in the post, he can get a bucket, he can come out in the wing, he can shoot the three. Sometimes he can get it off the dribble if he's calm with it, but I mean, he can score in a variety of ways, which helps us as a ball club so much.
And when he's not on the court, you know, you guys have a smaller lineup. How do you guys sort of adjust defensively when you don't have Lawson or Crocker in the game and you're running a small lineup?
We just have to hustle. We just have to hustle down all the boards and all the 50-50 plays. I mean, we're smaller, so we're faster than the other team most of the time. So we just need to hustle down and just buckle down and play D.
And finally, Coach, just sort of a wrap up here. What's the the message going into the Maryville game? I know it's going to be defense first, and you liked your defensive effort tonight. How do you kind of keep that going?
We just got to build on tonight. We have some momentum following this win tonight going to the Maryville game. We have to build on that momentum. We had some guys do some really good things tonight. I was really proud of the fact that Jamel Crocker gave us 10 solid minutes tonight on the bench. He went from playing 2 or 3 minutes a game to 10 tonight. He had a great week of practice, by the way. Probably the best I've seen him all year. And we got to bring him along now as we get going here because, you know, you don't know how much Joe's going to play. You don't know how much B-Mac's going to play. He did such a great job this week. I think our biggest deficiency tonight was making free throws. You know, I don't know what the number was, but we never struggled like this from the free throw line. Tonight, we go 23 or 36. We shot 36, but we got to make more than 23. And I guarantee you tomorrow we'll be in there shooting some as we go to practice tomorrow. But the energy was there, the effort was there, and I think that helped us out, you know, down the stretch.
Lucas, you fell short of that triple double tonight. What's going on with your game out there? Just
Nothing at all. I mean, I'm just out there to make plays and help my team win. That's all. The stats aren't anything to me.
All right, guys. Well, good luck Saturday against Maryville. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.